Hi everyone, it's Lisa Espinosa here. We are on day 5 of the Priestess Novena. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you have been walking through this journey with me since day 1, it is so great to see you again. And if you are new to me or have never connected with my work, or perhaps you have but you're just jumping in today, welcome wherever you are. I'm so happy that you're here. I am, for those of you who don't know, I am a spiritual career coach. The focus of my work is to help others connect with their soul's guidance and evolve the work they do from that space, to share their medicine with the world, because nobody else has your medicine. And I'm also the author of the book Answering Your Inner Calling, and I'm currently writing my second book, Birthing the Priestess Within. And this practice, this Novena 9-day journey, is all about comes from that book. So before anything else, let's go ahead and, you know what, let me back up a little bit. The theme of this journey, if this is your first time, and even if it's not, just to remind us all, the theme of this novena is liberating your fearless inner child. It is not indulgent. It is not for the weak of heart to do this. It is actually a very courageous journey to have the courage to look within and to help our inner child parts, hello Lorenza, to heal and release and take up space within us the way that they're meant to. And today specifically, I'm going to be teaching about your heart center, dwelling in your innocent heart and the power of that. So let's go ahead and start with just some cleansing breaths. Really allowing yourself to arrive, to be present. As we're here on Friday, or perhaps you're watching this at another time, welcome. And bringing your awareness to your hips and your pelvis, your knees, ankles, and feet. And just allowing those roots of energy to descend down your legs into the earth, so that you feel very present and very grounded. And if you have done that many times, it's easy for that to start to become rote or start to become just kind of automatic. So we want to make sure to set the intention that we are here with a beginner's mind, with an open mind. That every experience, every time we do this, it's different. Because the Holy Spirit within us, our soul within us, our inner child within us, source within us is always creating something new. So releasing through these roots anything that does not serve you. Releasing any distraction. And let's go ahead and start already with this heart healing. Let's bring our left hand to our heart, right hand to your right knee. And with your hand here on your heart chakra, your heart temple, let's set the intention already. Anything in your heart that is cluttering it, that is creating distraction, that is keeping you from opening your heart to a deeper extent. Opening your heart like the beautiful flower or the beautiful rose or lotus that it is. With our hands like this on our heart and our root chakra, let's set that intention of releasing any clutter, any blocks, any burdens from this or any lifetime. So let them flow from your heart down through your roots, down into the earth, knowing the earth will compost and recycle whatever you release. And take a nice breath. As you take that breath, with your heart, with your hand on your heart, keep having that intention of clearing and releasing any burdens from your heart, any clutter in your heart, any places where you've closed your heart. If you think of children, they have an open heart. Before they have received any wounding or any weird messages from the world, children come with this open heart. So as we bring our hand to our heart and our right hand to our knee or lower body, we're setting that intention of opening any place in our heart that is closed or is not as open as it could be. Our heart can always open more. Welcome, Sharon and Annette. So breathe into your hand on your heart, as your heart releases and softens. And the thing with your heart is, as it softens, as it opens, it actually becomes stronger and more powerful, because that's the secret, the superpower of the heart is to love. And when we keep it from loving as much as it's meant to love, it actually becomes more vulnerable in the sense of being able to be burdened and filled with heaviness. So taking those nice breaths, we relax our hands. And if you just stepped in, we were connecting our roots to the earth, letting our heart already start to declutter and release whatever it needs to release. Perhaps you're releasing something recent, or perhaps you're releasing something like from years ago that you thought you were done with, and your soul's like, ooh, there's still some burdens there. And then let's connect our roots with each other. All of you who are here live, all of you who are watching the replay, we create this beautiful container together so that as a collective, hey Karen, as a collective, we get to release more and receive more. And remember that when we connect our roots with each other, we're doing it in an empowering way, in an interdependent way. This isn't about rescuing anyone. This isn't about codependency. So we create this beautiful container, and let's breathe all of that beautiful energy in, up our legs, up our back, up to the crown of our head. We come back to where we started, to our heart. And let yourself receive your soul's love. Let yourself receive the love of your inner child, and send your inner child so much love. And wherever you are on this journey, this might feel very comfortable and very familiar, or it might feel even confronting. It might feel like this is weird, or this is silly, or this is really uncomfortable to connect with my inner child, or I'm numbing out. Wherever you are is perfect, but trust that if you were guided here, there is a special healing for you today. So with our hands here, I invite you all to welcome all of your divine teachers, your angels, the ascended master guides that love you unconditionally. And we welcome the light of source, of God, source, universe, mystery, creator, creatrix, whatever name you use, the great infinite, to surround this container so that everybody that's here live, everybody who will watch the replay whenever that is, there is this resonance of joy and abundance and healing and transformation and great heart opening. Because today's theme, we've been working up the chakras. Today we're at the heart, that powerful, radiant, wise heart temple. And with our hands together, our palms together, we bow to each other and our own heart, and we begin with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. So I hope you've been creating your inner child altar, or that you created it. I have mine with my picture. I actually have 3 pictures of myself as a child. There's one when I'm like 2, 5, and one I think I'm 6, something like that. And, as we've been going over, the world needs all of us, right, to turn on our light fully and to step into leadership and to have courage to say no when it's time to say no, and courage to say yes when it's time to say yes, right? Yes to those opportunities that come that perhaps parts of us are scared to say yes to. And in that journey of sharing our medicine, in that leadership journey that is a vulnerable journey, because when true leadership, yes, it's powerful, absolutely. And it's an ongoing expansion, an ongoing journey of authenticity. So there is vulnerability. That's how it's programmed to be. And somewhere along the way of your leadership journey, you absolutely will be guided to do inner child work. It's just part of the process. There's no shame. There's, it isn't, I really would want to normalize that. That of course, as you're being guided to share more of your light, of course, as you're being guided to write your book or share your blog or share your photography or, become a life coach or or create a new wellness modality, whatever your creation is, of course, your inner child is going to have a lot to say about that. And we have more than one inner child, right? Our inner children. So it's absolutely our responsibility to keep doing that inner work, not to stay there, right? How people say navel gazing, not for that, but so that we can stay in integrity, so that we are not being dishonest with ourselves by exiling certain parts of us, dismissing certain pains or traumas or wounds that have happened because we just kind of want to barrel forward, because the truth is you won't be able to at some point. So if you're here, you're taking that courageous journey. And our heart center, right, this is this beautiful stargate. This is the bridge between the upper chakras and the lower chakras, right? The upper temples and the lower temples. And please know that upper and lower does not refer to better than, right? It's just geographically. And like I said, I will be going over way more details of this when I do my Reiki training in November, but for now, just kind of focusing on the main essence of the heart center. So the heart center, right? This is the place where we radiate love, we radiate light, we radiate truth. It is both radiant and also magnetic. And it is meant to be, if you see these roses, right? Like this beautiful rose that opens. And I'm going to lead a meditation today. Hey, Dana. I'm going to lead a meditation today to travel to this heart temple and receive medicine from your own heart. So receive the love of your own heart. Of course, it's essential and important that we share that medicine with the world. And the way that we can keep sharing that from a place of, again, integrity, from a place of abundance, from a place of authenticity and power, is if we're radiating that love to ourselves as well. Not only as well first, not from a selfish place, not from like I'm more important than others, but from an understanding that if we don't radiate that love to ourselves first, our ability to be a force of love in the world, because that's what the world needs, forces of love, not this kind of lukewarm love. It really needs this passionate love, because there's so much pain, there's so much growing pains happening in the world right now. So we are needed to be strong, courageous warriors of love. And we can only do that if we're resourcing ourselves constantly. If we are going back to that sanctuary of our heart, feeding ourselves and going forward. So I want to add, something's coming about, just that when there's so much pain in the collective, whether you feel it or it's just you feel it around you, it's human nature for our heart to feel like it wants to close down. It's almost like there's too much pain, there's too much in the world, let me shrink. That's our ego, that's our human tendency. Our divine self responds the total opposite way. Our divine self is, oh my gosh, there's so much pain in the world. There's so much fear. Let me open more. If you were in my retreat in May, there was that message that kept coming, don't be afraid to love more. And that's where we're at right now. But we can't do that from our human ego place, because our human ego place, egoic mind, is focused on self-protection, and it thinks the way it protects itself is by closing down the heart. It's understandable. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We all do that unconsciously or consciously. But if you're here watching this, and if you're on the spiritual journey, then you have committed, whether consciously or not, to be a force of love in the world. You've committed to keep opening your heart as you move through the world. So that's what we're going to do when we do this inner journey. So let's go ahead and take some nice cleansing breaths. And go ahead and visualize that beautiful golden path. Right? If this is your first time, you're just visualizing that you're standing on a beautiful golden path. It's a beautiful path. And I've been guiding this meditation actually for years now, but for this year, this is the golden path that represents your path in 2020. And represents the path that will bring you the most blessings and love, and will bring others, the people you're meant to help and support, the most blessings and love. So it's not either or. It's either me or others. No, it's this, the divine feminine leadership is all about, it's not either or. It's birthing a new paradigm. I can bless and be blessed. I can love and be loved. I can give and receive. Many of us have already done the give, deplete. That's not what the world needs. It's got plenty of that. So you're on this beautiful golden path that is the highest path of 2020. And as you stand here, welcome your beautiful soul to be with you. All you have to say, of course, your soul's always with you, but there's something very powerful about setting the intention. So just saying, beautiful soul, I am here. I am open to receive from you. I am open to receive from you. And as you welcome your soul, now welcome your beautiful inner child. I'm welcoming my little 5-year-old who's been with me all week. So I see her, right, her presence here on this golden path with me, along with my soul as well. And as you stand on this golden path, now in front of you, you're seeing a beautiful red, like this beautiful red rose. And I have these red roses here, but this beautiful red, it's like a red rose, but it's bigger than a normal rose. It's like bigger than you. And it's made of red, beautiful, radiant light. There's reds and there's pinks. There's shades of reds, shades of pinks, shades of green, perhaps. It's this energetic rose. And as you look at it, know that this is a representation of your heart center, your heart temple, your heart chakra. So ask your soul to show you. Say, show me what my heart temple looks like using this image of the rose. So notice if it's very big, if it's buds that are starting to open, if the petals are so open, but maybe you see a couple of petals that are closed. Just let your soul show you a representation of your heart chakra right now, of your heart temple. And as I tune in, I notice that for some of us, there might be a little bit of heavy energy around the rose petals. There might be, and it might not even be yours, it might be the collective. It might be people you care about. But some of that energy is surrounding some rose petals. I'm sensing that. Or maybe for some of you, the petals are just like, kind of like protective. And for some of you, maybe the petals feel very open, but almost too scattered. Like there needs to be more cohesiveness. Just kind of notice. And with your attention, with your loving gaze, notice how this temple of your heart starts to come into more balance. So whatever heaviness, if there was any, starts to lift. If the rose petals were way too all over the place, they're coming back to this very beautiful cohesiveness. It just comes back to balance in some important way. And with your beautiful inner child here, you're asking your inner child, beautiful inner child, is there anything I need to let go of in my life? Is there anything I need to let go of in my life so that you can feel safer sharing your love? Is there anything I need to let go, I need to release, so that you can feel safer sharing your love? Is there anything I need to let go of or release, so that you can feel safer sharing your love? And just let your little child show you or tell you, and if you don't hear anything yet, that's perfect, it'll come. And then asking your little inner child, is there any burden she's holding or he's holding that is ready to be released? So perhaps she hands you a burden, or she hands you a symbol or some energy that she's like, this is in my heart causing heaviness, and she gives it to you and you release it. Maybe your soul takes it. Maybe it goes to the earth, just releasing that. And then just asking, beautiful inner child, how do I best tend to your heart? How do I best tend to your heart? Because your inner child's heart is powerful. It's essential to the healing of the world. So ask your inner child, how do I best tend to your heart? And let's just send, all of us, since we're here, we'll just send loving energy to those, the ambulance and all of that. So with that last question, how do I best tend to your heart? Just bring your hands down if they were in your heart and see that rose that is your temple. Your soul is infusing your heart temple with beautiful golden light, bringing this quantum healing to your heart that's happening beyond your understanding. And now see the rose radiating its light into your heart, and then radiating its light into your little inner child, so like my 5-year-old. So there's this triangle that's being formed between the rose that is your heart temple, connecting to your heart, connecting to your inner child's heart, your inner child's heart connecting to yours. So just let the energy travel in that triangular way. Just do the best you can with the visual. You don't need to visualize it if it's confusing. That's okay. Just trust that it's happening. There is an empowerment, a heart link that's happening between your inner child, your heart, and your heart chakra temple. Right? Your heart chakra temple that is balanced and infused with soul energy. Just running that energy. Take some nice cleansing breaths. See your shoulders relaxing, your back relaxing as your heart opens. And bringing the palms together of our, as we end this journey to get into our 9 minutes of silence, we bow to each other. We end with a namaste, namaste. So your heart is very tender right now as it's receiving this empowerment. And that's going to be the focus as we sit on the infinity symbol today, right? There's going to be, and I actually feel like you're going to be sitting on the infinity symbol and then visualize an infinity symbol running through your heart center. And the middle of the infinity point is right at the center of your heart. Okay, so that's going to be going on, and you're also going to be sitting on the infinity symbol. And during the 9 minutes, maybe your inner child is dialoguing with you, maybe you're just connecting with the rose, or maybe there's something else, right? Just kind of like allow it to unfold how it's meant to. If it's your first time, what I'm talking about is this is the cover of my book I'm working on. So you are sitting on the infinity symbol right there. And I'm saying too, at the heart center, there will be another infinity symbol, the center point connecting here. All right, so let's go ahead and take our candle. So I've got my Lady of Guadalupe candle. I'm going to light up. Here, look at how much I've burnt. This novena, my wax, well, the wax of the candle, not my wax, has been like dissolving very quickly. I'm happy about this. So we're going, if you have your novena prayer, I sent it in my newsletter. If you're not signed up, you can sign up on my website, lisaespinosa.net. So remember that the theme of this novena is liberating your fearless inner child. But the theme of all novenas always, the Priestess novena, is golden doors of opportunity opening up. It is being in this mindset of abundance. And it is learning that giving and receiving are one, right? Not to mention that it's infused with that energy of 9, right? Healing those, like, I was gonna say, and I stopped myself because I'd never said that out loud. Not that I didn't even know, but it was just like, I was about to say healing 9 lifetimes every time we do a novena. So hey, that came forward. So be with that and see if that resonates with you. So we're gonna do our prayer together and then we're gonna start, okay? All right. So as this candle burns, my soul within me burns. As this wax melts, resistance in me melts. 9 days to clear lifetimes of fear. As I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. Doors open, I walk through. I am ready for the new. Abundance comes with ease and grace. For I have finally found my place. All right, let's leave this. Get comfortable. I will be beaming love and light throughout these 9 minutes. Mostly I'll have my eyes closed, but I might open my eyes to just kind of tune into you as well. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Start taking some nice cleansing breaths. Maybe you take some stretches. I'm gonna drink some water. I felt a lot on the back of my heart. It was interesting, there was a lot kind of clearing from that area. And yeah, and I was feeling a lot of spaciousness, like we're creating a lot of space within us and around us so that we can walk through the world and not be, kind of have the sacred space around us and not be like kind of sucked into the pain or drama of the world, so that we can really share our light and our medicine. This doesn't mean that we're not compassionate or that we're pretending everything's okay. Because in the world it isn't. Everything isn't okay in the earth plane. But that we can have this spaciousness so that as we walk around, we're not like robots or numb, but we have this kind of sacred buffer, right? To kind of like keep connecting with our wisdom, with our heart, and we can have discernment as we share. Hey, thank you, Macy. So let me just pull some cards as we get ready to end. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go visit my sons in college. So I'm gonna do the Novena in the morning at 9 a.m. So I hope you can join me. That'll be day 6. Oh my gosh. Day 9's gonna be here before we know it. And also, exciting news. On the 30th, I had the virtual career Reiki scheduled. And this morning when I was meditating, I was really guided to offer, that's usually $33. It's an hour where you receive Reiki and as a group. I'm trying the webinar format on Zoom, and I was guided to offer it for free this month. So you still have to register. And it's going to be all about releasing the unnecessary. It's going to be such a powerful ending to the novena, really. So if you want to do that, sign up for it. It's the 30th, Wednesday the 30th at 10, but it is recorded. So if you can't attend live, you will receive the recording. And if you do attend live, you will receive the link to the recording, and you can keep, hearing that and receiving additional benefits. And this is the only time I'm offering that one free. I've never offered that one free before. I am going to invite, if you do it, if anybody's inspired to share a testimonial, that would be lovely. You don't have to do it. It's not like you have to do that to register, but I will put that invitation on there. So you can go to my Facebook page. You can find it there, or the link to register, or my website as well, lisaespinosa.net. All right. Okay, so let's pull a few cards. So this is from the Star Temple. Let's see, what is the message for you, especially around your heart center, right? The dwelling in your innocent heart. Your innocent heart is so powerful. Okay, and please know, innocent, I don't mean that in a moral way. It's like the purity of your heart that knows the truth of who you are and the truth of who everyone is. All right. What's the message? Okay. Oh my gosh, I love this card. I'm sorry, I'm always super excited about the cards. Again, this is from the Star Temple Oracle. Highly recommend this deck. I don't know any of these people, so please don't think I'm getting some sort of cut or anything, but like Susie Cherub. I love this deck, and this message is Maya, the universal midwife, birth. I birth fruitful and sacred assignments. I think we've gotten this one before. Look at her, she's breastfeeding. So beautiful. So again, I birth fruitful and sacred assignments. Midwife. So this is, some of you here are in my let me slow down. And my Priestess mentoring program. And and for those of you who aren't, just like part of the Priestess medicine is the midwife, right? Midwifing ourselves to rebirth, midwifing others through their birthing. I don't mean childbirth. That could be part of it, but this isn't what I'm talking about. So look at here. You are birthing sacred assignments. And it's also like nurturing your creation, right? This baby represents whatever you're birthing. Right? And you really taking the time to nurture your creation, whether that's a book, whether it's your business, whether it's a blog, whatever it is you're creating, that's part of your soul's medicine. So beautiful. And let me do an animal card and then the Lightworkers Oracle, and then we'll be done. All right. What animal medicine is here for you? This is from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Jody Bergma, I think. If I remember, I'll put it on the comments. I'll put the names of the decks. Oh, I love it. See, I get excited about. Okay, hummingbird. Yes, I love hummingbird. Miracles. You are the joy bringer. I mean, how awesome is this? You are the joy bringer. And talk about inner child, right? The joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars in your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Look at that. Amazing. I'm trying to get it somewhere where you could see it. That is so beautiful. And hummingbird medicine is also about eating really nutritiously for you. Hummingbirds, if you've seen them, they fly so fast and quick. They need to be constantly eating. This doesn't mean that we need to be constantly eating, but it's like nurturing yourself with food that really increases your vitality. But look at that, so beautiful. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Beautiful. And finally, Alana Fairchild's Lightworker Oracle. Because you are all light workers, earth angels. Oh, Lorenza, you just received your deck today. Awesome. So that's the, okay, hold on a second. I should be more prepared. This is the Spirit Animal deck, and I've been sharing, I had 2 other decks, and this has become my favorite animal deck. So Lorenza was inspired to purchase it. Awesome. All right, light worker, what is your message? What is the message for you as a light worker, as an earth angel, as this beautiful being? Okay, that was 2. I'm gonna have to shuffle again. What is the one most important message? I didn't see what it was. Okay, here we go. 1. Look at this. First ray of power. Look at that powerful image. There she is. There's that. So I'm gonna read a little bit from the book. I'm not going to read all of it because that would take a long time, but I'm just going to kind of see where my eye is drawn. See it? Okay. Let's see. Okay, it says the first ray carries the frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. It helps to strengthen your willpower so you can accomplish any task you choose. It says the Ascended Master El Moria brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters the most to you. All right, this is like an empowerment. And let me see, it has an invocation. Let's see. I'll just read this part here. It says, I surrender my life into the loving hands of the universe to align me with higher will and the most beautiful expression of my life journey. So beautiful. There you are. All right, everyone. It's always such a great joy to spend time with you. If you didn't do the other days, day 1 through 4, and you want to go back, I highly suggest that you do. There is so much medicine in each of these transmissions. You can find them on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. There's a playlist for the Novena. You'll see it if you go. It's easier if you see it on the computer. It's organized better. On the app, I don't think it comes out as nicely, but you can watch it however you want. So, and I hope to see you tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day until we get to the end of this transformative journey. All right, bye everyone. Thank you so much for being here. See you tomorrow. Bye. Remember, at 9 tomorrow.